looking at problem number 2. We're supposed to plot points to graph the quadratic function. For each function, find the coordinates of the vertex, the line of symmetry, and the maximum or minimum value of the function. So I'm looking at y equals negative x squared plus 4x minus 3. First thing I'm going to do...
Paul Scott, call 7670 Paul Scott.
...is identify the A, the B, and the C of this particular function. So noting that there's no number here to the left of the x squared, I am going to realize that it's negative 1. So A is equal to negative 1, B is equal to 4, and C is equal to negative 3. We know that our vertex consists of the coordinates h comma k, and we find h by the formula negative b over 2a. So in this case we have negative 4 over 2 times negative 1, which is negative 4 over negative 2, which is just plain 2. So h is 2. To find k, we simply replace the x with the value of 2. So we're going to go negative 1 times 2 squared plus 4 times 2 minus 3. Recognize that h, the h, is the x coordinate of the vertex. So when we replace the x with 2, we're replacing the x value, and we're going to spit out the y, which is the k of the vertex. Alright, so k in this case, then we go negative 1. We perform the exponent, so this becomes 4. 2 times 4 is 8, minus 3. Here I have k is equal to negative 4 plus 8 minus 3. K, whoops, that's k. Let's try that again. So we have k is equal to 4 minus 3, which is equal to 1. So my vertex is 2 comma 1. So if I were to draw this, so here's my x-axis, my y-axis. So I'm at 2 comma 1. There's my vertex. Alright. So my line of symmetry then is going straight through that vertex. It's a vertical line. And the equation for that line is x equals 2. Okay? Remember, this tells us the number that we're setting equal to x. That's our equation of the line of symmetry. This number, the 1, the y-coordinate, is the number that we use to describe our minimum or maximum. Now in this case, our a is negative. And with it being negative, we know that our parabola is a frown. It's going down. So our vertex, which is now the highest point in that parabola, so that's going to be a max. So our max value, our maximum y function, max y value, which is the maximum value of the function, is equal to 1. Okay? So we've identified all the parts, we've sketched it, we haven't really graphed it, we've sketched the graph. We know our line of symmetry, we know that it's going down, and we're able to give the maximum value. So if I were to create a t-table, which is I think what the book is asking you to do, they're asking you to actually come up with values. So if this is x and that's y, so if I let x be 0 and I plug 0 into x squared and x, let's see, that goes to 0, that goes to 0, so y would be negative 3. Right? If I plug, well, we know if I plug 2 into x, I'm going to get 1. If I plug 1 in for x, let's see, that would make that negative 1, that would make that 4. So that's 3, and 3 minus 3 is 0. So that would be 1 comma 0, which is right about there. And if I went to 3, 3 squared is 9. There's negative 9. So 9 times negative 1 is negative 9. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 minus 9 is 3. 3 minus 3 is 0. So there's another 0. That would be this point here. Alright, so we've identified some points that would help us to graph that particular line. Alright, so that's problem number 2.